We are now recording.
All
Hello,
right.
Internet.
Welcome to session something of Embers of the Titans. Maybe 6. I don't
I
know.
think it's 6. I could be wrong. I think it's 6.
I don't know. You know, we're into that golden hour period that just if you run a campaign long enough, it becomes one sort of continuum. Last where we left off, you guys were in the kind of bad part of town in Adelaide Skifta in Length Luminat, that particular giant worm section of the city.
It is 6. Okay, I looked up.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. In kind of the bad part of town, you guys had been trying to track down the missing Minister Eclipsy. You discovered a whole mystery with Old One Shiny, the kobold, being trapped in this mysterious ice crystal. All these weird shenanigans about the message left behind being written in celestial letters, but it was actually draconic, the actual language. Some very weird times, or
I
something
think
like that.
wasn't it the other way around?
Yeah, sorry, thank you.
It
That
was
was
the other way around.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, it was the other way
It
around.
was
Thank you. Sorry.
draconic letters and
And actually
yeah.
was in Celestial. Yeah, okay, I remember now. Sorry. You chased this mystery. You wound up at St. Chamanos Rheonan Church and Free Sanctuary. Everyone had just entered and been starting to talk to the Mother Rector, except for Kai. Kai, you're still out, keeping an eye on the crowd.
Incognito.
Do you continue to do that, or would you like to head inside?
I'm out and about in disguise, and I'm just trying to see if anyone really, not really stands out, but just looks suspicious, like they're doing anything, like lingering around the area when they shouldn't be.
Go ahead and roll me perception. All right, with that 14, I'm gonna roll a little something. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. You notice a dragonborn gentleman. I think he's a dragonborn, isn't he? We'll say he's dragonborn. Actually, no, he's human. Sorry. Notes. You notice a kind of peculiar looking, just a human dressed in peculiarly plain red robes with a hood, kind of lounging around, trying to seem nondescript. And then he kind of, you notice he's basically just checking out St. Chamanos' church, but from a distance. And then he turns and he disappears into the crowd, headed roughly eastward. You start to try to like follow to see where he's going, and he manages to give you the slip. But you got kind of an idea of what direction he was headed.
Okay. Oh, that's not how you do that. There we go.
Very sus.
All right.
Anyway, does Kai do anything in response to this?
After she tried to follow him and lost him, she'd probably kind of shed her disguise and just go and follow back in.
All right, Kai Dethlu, you walk in, and we're gonna just pick up right as you walk in. Temmerlinck and Mariel, you're all in the kind of narrow and underfunded sanctuary of St. Chamanos Rheonan Church and Free Sanctuary. You just convinced the knights who were questioning the Mother Rector, who's this goblin named Nash. You just had convinced the knights investigating this whole situation to leave. Sir Novus is in the background, leaning and taking a little nap in the corner, just kind of standing, sleeping, leaning against a corner, and it's just the four of you and the Mother Rector. And as she was just talking to you, Mariel, she looks up and sees Kai and goes, "Oh, welcome."
Is Kai? Sorry if I missed Kai's.
Kai is
Kai
Kai.
again.
Kai.
Oh my gosh, Kai! I've been looking for you. You'll never guess it. So there's this other soul out there, right? And I guess I'm assigned to someone else here. And why are you looking at me like that?
That's very interesting, Mariel.
Okay, we might need to stick around a bit to find who we're looking for.
I think I know who you're talking about. They looked like they went eastward.
Okay. I'll have to take a look.
Anyway,
Catch the
welcome.
name.
I'm a bit swamped with visitors at the moment. Mariel, was it? Did you come bringing a message? I don't necessarily get angels walking in the front door of my church every day.
Oh no, we're actually making an investigation. Also, you might want to you know what? He's probably fine with it. I'm like, she's like looking at the Chamino statue. He like, it's it's
Well,
probably.
you're all very welcome. Is there a particular god on whose behalf you're here, Mariel?
Yes, but I don't know who yet.
Oh, that's very interesting. Well, I hope you find out. Uh, and yes, I'm sure that if you ever need any help, any of you actually, I'm more than happy to help. As she's talking, by the way, there is like constant childish shrieking coming from an adjoining part of the adjoining room of the building. Uh, just that sounds like 80 children crammed into a small room, all romping around.
I'll go and entertain them while she
You're
gets
gonna
a
go
break.
into the side room.
Yeah, I'm gonna entertain them so these people she can get a break for a second and we can ask her questions and stuff.
Does anyone go with Mariel?
I'll go with.
Okay, Kai, Mariel, you go into this side door that's kind of on your immediate right as you walk into the church. This building was obviously just like a very narrow, crummy townhouse that was converted. The majority of the building is taken up by what is apparently an orphanage. There's a play area in the front, and there are these two dormitories uh, in the back that are divided down the middle with makeshift partitions. Like it's all actually just one big room. It's overflowing with children of various ages and species. They're all skinny and cheaply dressed in like these mismatched secondhand, obviously donated clothes. They're mostly goblins, kobolds, bugbears, hobgoblins, and orcs. But there are also like a few tieflings and ASMR and dwarves and halflings and gnomes and so forth. Uh, and standing prominently above them is a crimson-skinned hobgoblin. Uh, he is a young man. He's got a heavily scarred face, and he has at least 3 orphans attached to him at any given time. He's short and broad-shouldered with this patchy black beard and a shaved head. He's got scars all over him. He's got a bite taken out of one of his ear. He's actively wearing 2 slings, and he's got an ASMR and a human baby, one in each. He's wearing like kind of ordinary laborer's cheap clothing, but he's got these leather pauldrons on his shoulders. He has a peculiarly fine belt with an iron skull buckle, and there's a broken sword hilt hanging around his neck. And he goes, "Hello, my name is Brother Skullgo Hudrono, but everyone just calls me Skullgo or Go-Go around here. How can I help you?"
What's the significance of the sword thing you've got there?
Well, this was my sword from my mercenary days. I took an oath to never again wield a weapon in violence to defend the innocent, and to defend them only with my
Passive
unarmed
aggression.
hands.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I'm a monk. Uh,
So you carry it around in case
it's a
symbolic.
reminder. It's a symbol.
It's symbolic.
It's
Okay.
symbolic. Yes.
How'd you break it? That looks like
I actually jammed it into like a cabinet, like behind between a cabinet and a wall, and I just threw my weight at it until it snapped. Yeah, nothing super fancy there. Were you bringing this young lady for the orphanage? Like he looks at you, Kai, kind of like not sure what he's supposed to say.
oh crud. She's eating taco. Hold on.
Okay.
Actually, I should take a hypoglycemia break in a second too.
Well, that's
I'm
well.
back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you want to take a quick break, I actually need to go plug something in.
Okay. I mean, should we just keep going with the scene since Pick's not in it?
Yeah.
For the
I'll just be right out. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Skullgo kind of looks at you, Kai, and goes, "Were you bringing her for the orphanage, or?"
Oh, she just wanted to hang out here for a minute. I
Oh.
fear we were overwhelming the nice woman in the other room.
Oh, yes. Well, Mother Nash has a lot of demands on her time. Poor woman. He's got like 3 children hanging off one arm. Uh, we're all
Is there
very
anything?
busy. Oh, yes.
Is there anything we can do to help? While for the brief moment we're here, you seem to
I
have
could do
hands.
I could do tricks with fire.
Tricks with fire. Well, we are indoors. That's very sweet, but it might be a little. I mean, everything is. Yeah, this is an old building. Maybe not fire, but thank you. Of course. What was your name? He kind of turns to you, Kai.
I'm Kai. Lovely
Kai.
to meet you.
Oh, lovely to meet you as well. Skulgo. Cass Hodranor. That you can call me Skulgo or Gogo. Or GoBro, as many of the children seem to call me. Also GoPro. I don't understand that one though. We're always welcoming donations or volunteering. We don't get much of either, but always happy to put you to work if you want to help. There's plenty that needs doing.
Give me a job. I don't know how long we'll be here, but I can help however I can.
Sure, fantastic. I actually need to make. Does anyone remember what time of day it is? Does anyone remember?
I think it was morning, not very long. It's probably like afternoon now.
Yeah. I was right then. I need to actually make a lunch for these kiddos, but
Is that survival? Do we roll survival?
well, what he says is, you could either help watch them while I go to the kitchens in the other room, or I don't know. Are you skilled in the ways of kitchen craft?
Okay, I'm not, but
Well, I could help cook. I'm not very good with children, I'm afraid.
Well, we would love to have your help, and if you need anything, it's also a soup kitchen, so help yourself. Just remember that's all the extent of our resources. So sometimes people get excited, and there's a lot of children we have to feed. But thank you. Yes, it's just in the other room.
all right, kids. Who wants to see a very small amount of fire?
No fire with children, Mariel.
I want to see the fire. No, Billy, please. I want to see it go boom. Are you my guardian angel? Are you the angel?
One of those statements is true. Let's see. Okay.
Meanwhile, Kai, do you want to go in the other room and try to cook something?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll me survival. It's a tiny kitchen, but boy, do you
Dang.
make it work. I want you to explain to me, like, the really nice meal you make.
With the ingredients I would be here, I would. You know what? Sure, tacos.
Yeah, perfect.
Of course it's tacos.
Okay. You make Adelaide skipped his first ever tacos, an authentic feathered wanderer dish. Tacos. Meanwhile, Temmerlinck, you were just with the mother rector. What have you guys been up to? You were going to ask her some questions.
I'm trying to remember what we were last doing there.
So you were looking for Minister Eclipsy, and you knew that she met with this kobold named Old One Shiny, who's now stuck in a crystal. You found her dropped holy symbol that she would use to cast spells, but you don't know where she is, and you ultimately were led in your investigations to this church. I forget what your exact running theory was as to who was behind it, but you were trying to figure out. The Knights seemed to think it was somebody connected, like Rionan extremists of some kind, which is why they were coming to this church to check it out and kind of talk to the local leader of the Rionan community. But not all of you were convinced that they were actually the ones responsible. Your mic's not picking up. Are you muted?
I'm not saying anything at the moment. I'm hoping somebody else says something.
Oh no, I was talking to brother. Brother, you having audio troubles? Try disconnecting and reconnecting. Try disconnecting and reconnecting. Yes, his mic is dead. Yeah. Nope. You can see
I
if your
remember.
name picks up.
I do recall that I gave her crowns.
Yes. You gave her quite a pretty penny. And you spent 15 copper pieces. Well, actually, no, you didn't spend 15 copper pieces. That was your change. Excuse me. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. My brother's doing audio repair. So Temmerlinck, how are you feeling about all this? Where are you at, and what do you say to the Mother Rector?
All right, I am not convinced that these people, at least, had anything to do with the disappearance of Mother Eclipse, and I am. They seem like entirely harmless. They're taking care of orphans and feeding people. They have a soup kitchen, and that doesn't square well with like throwing Old One Shiny into a crystal, elemental ice crystal, or disappearing a healing cleric. That doesn't strike me as reasonable. So I'm probably not going to say anything directly to
Mother,
Rector,
yeah, Mother Rector Nash.
Rector Mother Rector Nash, but not trying to hide not trying to hide what I'm saying at all. I'm going to turn to Pick and say, I do not believe that these people had anything to do with the disappearance of of Mother Eclipse.
Nor do
These
I.
people are these people are feeding those who are hungry. They are taking care of orphans. This does not feel this is not the behavior of people be who would be um, involved in in the disappearance of a healer cleric, no matter that she is of a different religion.
I happen to agree with you. But what else can we learn?
I didn't even know that she had disappeared. Usually when she comes to Lanthluminat, she swings by. She's a friend of mine. I assumed since she didn't show that she worked late and just went straight to where she usually stays the night if she stays the night in Lanthluminat, down at Ambrosia Bliss.
Right. Well, she did not return to her temple, and the the initial theory at the temple was that she had stayed the night here, but then she did not return this morning and sent no message, sent no word. So we have been tasked with finding out what happened to her. Then we came to a place where we know she was, but she was not there, and there was a large crystal of elemental ice with an
Oh,
unfortunate elderly kobold frozen within it.
was it Old One Shiny? I think I've heard something
It
about.
was.
It was indeed.
That's
It
terrible.
was.
Man, 2 friends in one night. That is going to pose some complications. I wonder if it has anything to do. He had a meeting here tomorrow. He's a very important community leader, Old One Shiny, very sweet man. He was going to meet with some individuals tomorrow. It's rather important. I probably shouldn't go into details. I don't know discretion and all, and it does seem to have displeased someone. I wonder if she knew something. If Minister Eclipse had found something out. She's no pushover. Did you find anything of hers at the scene?
Yes. Yes, we did. And I will reveal what I picked up.
Oh. Oh, this is her holy symbol. This is Eclipses. Oh, Mariel actually has it. So Mariel, we'll say you come in and
Oh, wait. Mariel has it? Oh, did I give it to Mariel?
apparently?
Oh, I did give it to Mariel.
That's right. That's right, because you thought maybe she could use it.
Yeah.
Mariel says, "Here you go." Sorry about your mic, brother. I don't know what could be going wrong. It's a software issue. My only thought at this point is like reinstall Discord. I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'll just keep going. Yes, this is her holy symbol. That is true. If you're loud enough, I could move the mic so you turn up on mine. Hello.
Yay!
Maybe that could work.
Yeah, I'll just move the mic.
Yeah, what's wrong though? Because I can hear if things fine through it. Microphone works in other contexts, but Discord does not recognize that it exists, and it was working until just a minute ago.
I have occasionally gotten around that by temporarily using the web version of Discord.
Okay, maybe I should try that.
Yep, I'm gonna
It's
go grab
probably
water.
worth a shot.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry I'm not like prepared today.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Be right
I'm never
back.
prepared, so. And I'm the one who's supposed to be preparing. We'll wait a second since we're 2 players down. I won't voice this all on one of you two. Yeah, I was supposed to say it's taco time. If you if you want to describe the tacos, Kai, you're free to.
Steak with rice and beans and a little bit of lettuce on top.
Ooh.
Hey,
Hey!
it's me.
Yay!
Okay, let me
Okay,
replace my improvised muffler so that he doesn't immediately show up on my microphone. Put the pillow back in place to try to block some sound. Okay.
We missed some riveting
Sorry about
conversation
that.
about taco.
Yeah, we.
Dang it! Just when I
And it's working.
miss all the fun.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, he's on the web browser. Thank you, Dwango, for that tip. I thought you might have a tip. I was like, Dwango usually has some weird workaround. Okay, so we're all, the gang is all back together again. I just need to do something really fast.
So, just to remind everyone where our theory was. I don't know if I missed on this conversation, but basically, from what we found, the elemental magic was like it was closer to the Aldrin Bastion. Those people in the northwest are the enemies.
Just so you know, this is completely unlistenable. We have no idea what you're saying.
Am I talking too quickly?
We're picking up you through both mics.
Yeah, hang on. We have some issues now.
Hi, knock knock, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, let me see here. Does this help?
We'll know as soon as
Sorry,
he
I'm
speaks.
talking.
Seems like it's better.
How's that? Okay. A little quieter too. To the thing again, because this seemed helpful.
Yeah, I did that. It's just not working for some reason this time.
Did you change the settings?
No, I never changed that.
Oh, okay. I would have done that to help pick me up more, so I thought maybe that was like that. Okay. Anyway, so the idea we had, if I remember correctly, was the elemental magic was like closer to the stuff you'd find like in the northwest, with the other enemy kingdom, their rival kingdom, and it looked kind of like maybe my theory is that maybe they're trying to frame the goblins and stuff from Diablo and the Rionans, you know, because there was the goblin knife there, and then there were a lot of there was stuff that was written in Celestial that was done using Draconic characters, so it was, and there was like spelling errors and that kind of thing.
I wanted to
Kind of,
ask.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Pick, since he's more familiar with this area. Like, what's east? What's going on in the east?
Would I know what's going on in the east?
Pick, go ahead and roll me history with advantage.
All right, hang on. The right window is around here somewhere. Nope, that's not the right window. That's the right window. All right, history with advantage. Oh gosh. Jeez, those were both really
not your
bad rolls.
strongest, but thankfully, this is fairly common information, so you're going to get something for an 8. You do recall that you're pretty sure it's to the east from here within Length Luminat that there's like a big fancy inn kind of thing called Ambrosia Bliss. You remember that. You don't remember anything else about it.
Okay. Because I saw a suspicious figure heading over there when I was sneaking around earlier, and I think it might be worth looking into.
So, pick Temmerlinck actually. What's kind of your thoughts on all this?
Yeah, the more I'm here, the more I'm convinced that certainly these guys had nothing to do with the disappearance, and it does seem like that because they are a minor religious group of basically outsiders to the city, that somebody thought they would be a decent target to be framed.
Okay, 1 second, I need to do something. Feel free to chatter amongst yourselves.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's kind of my thought too. Is that like it seems like this was a. I mean, we went outside and we saw how everyone just basically hates the people here. You know, again, we won't probably need more conclusive evidence to just like be like, okay, this is nothing to do with it whatsoever. You know, but it does seem to be like this is just a convenient scapegoat to blame people on, and there's some third actor trying to, especially with the context of everything coming up with that meeting or whatever. There's some kind of interreligious dialogue thing. They didn't want things to go over well. I'm not sure specific reasons why. Like if there's, but motivation, I don't know. But even if it's trying to stir up trouble, you know, for this more division in the other kingdom or something like that.
But at the same time, the alphabet used was Draconic, which is a very Tiergarthen kind of language. And the kingdom in the northwest
Animals people, aren't they?
They are,
is very animate. Yes, they are very elemental based, and I'm wondering if this was just a convenient something they knew, or it seems odd that they would be choosing Draconic.
I wonder though, if you think about it, if their idea is kind of they have spelling errors and stuff too, like it seemed like they're even that familiar with maybe how to use Draconic characters. It might have been kind of an oversimplified idea of, you know, there's this region. Because if you look at like Dialgadale and, you know, Adelaide Shifta and everything like that, like it's very much like one, it's very much like in one, even though there's a lot of distance between them, we know they're very culturally distinct. If you're from the other side of the world, you might think it's like, oh, you know, that's the people on that side and they speak like that way. Like it could be from an overgeneralization. They want people to be able to read it in Draconic and recognize it's celestial. that's more important than using correct celestial or draconic. They want it to be easily understood by the masses who live here. That could be it.
That is a good idea. That
How's
could
the echo
explain
now?
that.
I stuck a hat on my microphone. Has that helped?
It's better.
It's a little better.
Okay. We'll have to
It's
just
not. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's better than it was.
we'll just have to soldier on.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not a podcast. It's a bunch of nerds hanging out doing weird things. We're good.
Okay. So, in light of all of this, what do you guys plan sort of as your next step? Mother Nash kind of looks over all you guys. Well, is there anything I can help you with?
Can I ask this guy if there's anything weird out east?
You mean the Mother Rector, or do you mean the monk from earlier?
Mother Rector, sorry.
Yeah, you can ask her. Out east, well, the only major thing I can think of in that direction is Ambrosia Bliss.
What sort of people tend to hang out in Ambrosia Bliss?
Well, I'll give it to you straight. That's a big sort of Guilmiere place, House of Artifice. You know, there's not mess too much with them, but they do keep the most guarded and most sort of safe place to stay overnight in Luminon. I know Minister Eclipsy had negotiated with them before, sort of a neutral go-between them and the formal authorities, you know. But it doesn't. I don't know if she stayed there, if she just disappeared. I don't know if she got that far. I assumed she'd just gone straight there if she worked late, but I don't know.
Interesting. Thank you for that information.
Yes, and if you head that way, just watch your step. Politeness goes a long way, and just be careful.
Noted. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Happy to help in any way I know how.
I kind of turn to the others and just go, well, the lead I have is headed east. If you guys have any other ideas, I'm open, but for now I'd like to investigate in that direction.
Sounds good.
That sounds the best course of action.
All right.
Before we leave,
Go for it, Temmerlinck.
I am going to turn to the Mother Rector and say, I believe I may be able to help you in your work in a small way.
Oh, yes?
I am going to hand her the 6 remaining good berries that I made yesterday.
Oh, thank you very much.
Tell her these will expire soon. These will expire by the end of the day, but they will each feed one person for a day.
Oh, bless you. Oh, this is wonderful.
And then I'm going to cast Goodberry and make 10 more and hand those to her.
Oh my! Well, thank you.
And say these will be good until this time tomorrow.
Wow, wonderful! I think one of you made lunch, and it should be dinner and tomorrow's breakfast. Thank you.
Before we leave, I don't want to drag down the time the plot too much, but can Mariel just briefly tell her the Chainless vision to see if she's got any in that dream?
Sure. Do you want to draw? Do you want to try to talk to her privately, or are you just kind of going for it?
No, she'll just go for it.
And which was the vision? Was it the poetry one? Which one?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the one she'd already shared it some with
the deacon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. It's very interesting. You know, I think to begin with, it means that there is something you are yet to find, and it seems you already know that, and you're looking for it. it does sound like you have a very special connection to Saint Chamenos. So I would encourage you to ask for his intercession. He's a great protector and guide. As for what it could mean, it's difficult to say, you know. Angels of Riona are generally converts. They generally join her. She's a young goddess, right? She's born comparatively recently of the Florian.
So she doesn't meet them.
Many of them she did not make.
How do you switch like jobs as an
You
angel?
just decide to. Everyone can decide their destiny. Chamenos, for example, is a convert. He became.
Who was his guy before?
I don't actually know. But he joined and became her archangel. So I'm not as much an expert in, you know, making angels the old-fashioned way, as Riona is more inclined to adopt the lost and forsaken, or any willing. But I think your parentage is something that will reveal a lot to you and help you understand who you are, or rather what you were, how you came about, so then you can decide who you are.
So it's like which deity maybe kind of thing?
Well, it's not necessarily that you'll find them and then you have to serve them. It's that I think this is something that you need to find out. And once you have been able to put this to bed, you will be able to see forwards and to start asking yourself what sort of angel you want to be.
Okay, well, thank you, Mother. I appreciate
Well,
it.
that's the best I can do.
She's gonna leave She's gonna leave one of her feathers at the Chamenos statue. And she's gonna try one more time to see if she can make a little bit stronger connections to this
Okay,
spot.
roll religion. I mean, you know, there's a vibe here that does remind you specifically of the Angelic Nursery in Arclea Nebula, mostly because of all the shrieking children. It's a lot narrower and dirtier and poorer than, you know, the astral world. But there is something a little bit Chamenosy about it, right? This kind of chaos is exactly the kind of thing that Chamenos would be at the center of.
Okay, well, I'm glad I got that information. Sorry, holding this up.
No,
Fly out.
everybody's part of this story. So you guys head back out into the street. So you leave Cernova sleeping in the corner. You were once.
You should have like left him like a note or food or something.
Was there anything?
I will have already done that. As we were exiting, I slipped something in his pouch.
Okay, fantastic. Perfect. As you guys come back out onto the streets of Length Luminat, you're just outside the church, and on one side is the far larger tower of what is it? Lunis Umbra or Umbra Lunis or something like that, which is the big thing that's projecting the sort of magical air shield that shields Length Luminat from the moon rain. This big tower, and then on the other side of the church, equally, like also much bigger than the church, kind of squeezing it into this little space, is a building that just says "Kill Guy Meets" with a Z on the end instead of an S. The crowd out here is still present, but they seem to have kind of died down a little bit in their fervor. So
I was playing Fire Water with Truckee and Chave. Where are we going again? We're going east somewhere to because of something you knew about, right, Kai?
Yeah, to Ambrosia Bliss Inn, I believe.
Okay, and that's somewhere else in this. Is this in the same length?
yes.
Okay. Do I still feel a connection to what I think was a separate soul around here?
You do feel that connection.
Oh. Weird.
It's a little confusing. It's a little confusing. So, you guys, I assume, unless there's anything else you wanted to do, head out east.
I'll follow from a distance up in the sky because I'm going to be looking around for Kai's version.
Pick. I assume you're leading here.
Yeah, and I am leading our party through the city with double time because I can. I love my ability. At least until we
Alright,
exit the city.
for sure. It is within this length, so you don't have to exit the city completely. It's within this. It's on this back of the same giant worm as the church. It's within this kind of bad part of town. Uh, Go ahead and roll me survival with advantage if you would, because you do know this. You know the streets of the various lengths of Adelaide Skifta. Uh, but go ahead and
Survival's
roll me.
not my strongest.
Oh, that works. That's fine. Okay. 13. So you head on your way toward and down the street, and along the way you do see a group of goblins and a kobold walking past,
3
looking
kobolds
disheveled.
in a trench coat. Sorry.
They look fairly disheveled, and they're carrying rather ramshackle but rather ferocious looking weapons, and they kind of just walk past you guys.
Do I see anything out of the ordinary from up at my
Go
vantage
ahead and
point?
roll perception.
No.
Nope. Nope.
I'm lucky I didn't lose track of the
Yeah, I
people
don't
I'm
think you
following.
even noticed the goblins that everyone else notices walking past them. Okay, so
All right. It is
Not a small
yeah.
cup here.
Do I notice anything in particular about them?
roll perception.
I'm going to roll a perception. Hang on. There we go. Whoop.
Oh,
Guess that better be the first one. It didn't,
yeah. So
click.
you do crit fail.
And that was a net one, so it looks like no.
Yeah. So Temmerlinck, you pass an eye over these goblins and their one kobold companion, and you're like, these are
I'm
obvious.
not hearing anything.
Oh, did my audio go out? Oh, you just
No, I
mean
hear
like
you.
figuratively? Okay. You can still hear me, Blue?
I was just hearing a kind of.
Oh, okay. Am I back now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Good. Okay, a little hiccup there. So yeah, you with a crit one, you think, yeah, these guys are probably guards for the city. Um,
Okay.
uh, because
It would not surprise me. I'm not from around here.
yeah, exactly. You're not from around here, so why wouldn't they be? They're really well armed. Kai, with your 13 perception, you notice they are sort of these, the goblins. There are 5 goblins and 1 kobold. The goblins are sort of gray-green model. They got the long, horizontally protruding ears. Their teeth are rotten. They're wearing these scraps of leather and discarded hide, which is not normal streetwear, even in the poor parts of Adelaide Skifta. Specifically, you notice they are wearing armor outfitted with huge, peculiar brown thorns. And they are armed with these rusty knives and pickaxes made of the same sort of thorny wood.
All right, that's a symbol of the Jungle deal, right? Because that was the deal with I had Old Man Shiny had
He
that
had
too,
he
right?
had a charm made of peculiarly large brown thorns that he wore as a necklace. Yes.
And I remember I've rolled to understand that. I can't see these goblins anyway, but I'm just trying to remember. That was a Diablo deal thing, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe you guys did find that out.
I remember telling
Yes.
people. Okay, so they didn't know too. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody does know that. So, do you accost them, or do you want to just press on?
I'm kind of want to take a closer look at the inventory. Shall we say?
Oh, for sure thing. Do you want to roll stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Oh, disappears from Kai.
Okay, Kai, you've
A little bit of
lost
roll
the
with it.
halfling again.
Okay. So
That's-
now that I'm up a little bit closer, and I'm assuming they. Well, I hope they don't see me. Can I take a closer look at what they might have on them?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you take a closer look. They have some gold pieces on them. The foremost of the goblins, he's the biggest one. He's got a gold fang and no other teeth, and he has a rusty earring and an oversized spur on one mismatched boot. The kobold is armed with this long, rusty chain that has a chunk of moon blood just tied crudely at the end like a flail. That would probably be difficult to steal, though, considering it's in her hand. At this distance, I think you're close enough to tell, she has this bandana uh, tied around her mouth that's like kind of stained black and dribbly and foamy. Uh, they look pretty broke though, outside of a few gold pieces, and they have like some oddments like you see a rat tail hanging out of one of their pockets and some other crud like that, but they don't really look like moneyed types.
Wait a minute. Something seemed... Okay, do I need to roll perception to take a closer look than my companions?
You can roll perception to see if you see anything they meant that they missed. 19. Yes. Okay. So
I'm
first of
specifically
all,
trying to work out who in this group is good looking and who looks like... I mean, is there a victim here? I'm trying to work... You described something that sounded like a victim.
no. Well, they all look pretty decrepit, but nobody seems to be actively antagonizing them. They just seem to be in kind of a stable state of poverty and a lack of regard for hygiene. Uh, that being said, looking this closely, you can tell that the kobold is not only unusually gaunt and they're all very scarred. The kobold has one eye and dirty yellow scales, but her bandana is poorly hiding this dribbling black foam from her mouth. That looks an awful lot like the color of
Oh,
mire.
must be Meyer touched, or what it's called, like the merman.
I'm going to stealth back to the group and report my findings. I think she has mire. Blight, whatever it's called.
It's called mire.
You know, mire blight. It was a nice idea. Anyway.
Yeah, no, you can go for mire blight. I thought for a second you were asking if it was called mire or blight, but yeah,
No. Like if the condition is you
Yeah,
contracted from Meyer,
mire blight. I like the sound of it.
you're
So yeah,
blighted.
you're blighted. You're mire blighted. Yeah, I like it. Does anyone have a reaction to this?
Can I see what's going on at all?
For the purposes of plot, we'll say you can hear what they're saying.
Okay, I'm just gonna come back down. Now I can't see anything up here. It's too smoky. I'm gonna land right next to everybody.
You attract loads of attention.
I'll just go shy away and go back to. Okay, so what did you learn? What did we learn?
Well, it appears that they are, one of them, that one over there, is inflicted with mire.
Oh, so we have someone else to help. Let me think.
Well, we
let's
don't
see.
know how far gone they are. We don't know if they're still
Oh,
them.
what if they did take her because they need help getting their people healed? The same reason we're
Or-
trying to find her.
Or what if she was taken because they didn't want her to heal people? What if they aren't in control of their minds anymore? What if they're puppeted by the will of this mire?
Oh, that's an idea, Kai.
What do you want to do?
I think we should snoop. You want to just follow them, see where they go?
Lead to the east in the Ambrosia Bliss.
Where they go? Are they going the same direction though, or are they going somewhere else?
They seem to be actually headed in the same direction.
Okay, so maybe really shout them for a little while. If I can stealth.
Oh, you actually rolled a 13. Oh, what was that, Kai? Sorry, I think you cut out.
Can I do the same thing I did back at the church and kind of take on the disguise of like a goblin and try and walk with them almost?
Absolutely. You step into an alley very quickly. Out comes a goblin, and you kind of walk up to them, and the foremost one, who is still a bit bigger than you, turns and goes, "Hey, who are you?
Extra help.
What, the king sent you? You don't smell like one of the the pledged of the. You serve the Crown of Thieves.
Newly initiated. You could
Newly
say.
initiated, eh? Eh, well, I'm Bug Snellgratch. Go ahead and roll deception for me, Kai.
Alright.
Because you are blatantly lying.
Oh.
And
Crud.
I happen to be second in command to His Majesty, and I happen to know that we don't have no new initiates wandering around. They ain't even got other goblins in Adelaide Skifter.
Insight check on that on that statement. That sounded not realistic.
Okay, go ahead, roll insight. 23. He's a senior goblin, but he's probably not actually second in command. It's probably one of those situations where the king has an inner circle and different officers are trying to vie for his favor.
I'm going to call his bluff. Pardon, sir.
Eh?
I don't believe you're actually the second in command, and if I told the second in command what you just said, they might not be too happy. So why don't we cut
Who
the
do you
crap
think-
and just help one another, okay?
Help you with what? Who the heck are you? I don't even know you. I'm Bug Snellgratch.
That's nice. We have some problems we're trying to solve. You willing to help us?
You know what? I've got problems too, man. What, the goblins walk in and we gotta be servants, solve everybody's problems? You were just jumped up Adelaide Skifter snobs. This is exactly why we look down on you. You're the ones who call us crooks and vermin, and then I walk up in here and you're like, shine my
Hey,
shoes!
everybody. It's look.
You
We
shut
don't mean
your
any harm.
trap, okay? I don't need a sermon, angel. I got little angels walking around here. Now, what next? You're gonna pave the streets with gold?
I'm
Listen,
sensing
man.
some hostility here.
I'm listening.
This is all just a big misunderstanding. I'm a new
I like to
recruit.
think
I
that
was
too.
sent here. I wasn't recruited by the King's Men. I was recruited by the others.
Oh, I didn't think they told me there were no goblins living in Adelaide Skifter. So you're working for the Inkworms, eh?
They don't exactly look kindly upon me. If you're a goblin as well,
Yeah,
I suppose you would understand.
that's gotta suck hard, man. Working for those. Oh man, those guys are your boss, dude. Oh, listen,
Oh, you wouldn't know the half of it.
you gotta come down to the Crown of Thieves, all right? I know Dialgadale, it's not the prettiest place, it's not the cleanest place, but look, it's for people like us, all right? We're sick and tired of being stepped on, right? You gotta come down sometime.
I hear you there. That's actually kind of why I'm here. If I'm honest, I'm trying to get a feel for the place. Better than
Well-
up there, at least.
Yeah, you got that right. Riona bless ya. Well, I'm Bug Snellgrass. This is Lug, Oatlaugh, Oapkin. That's stupid Ernie. Oh, hey, guys. And, this, of course, is my associate, Deketh. Glek. We call her Hammy. And the kobold, like, her mouth actively dripping black foam just gives you a wave.
I wave back.
And, we're the diplomatic envoy for the Goblin King, and there's been some kind of snafu. We were supposed to meet up with Shiny, but now they're saying, no, that's not going to happen, so we'll put you up in this fancy inn. Just stick around. We're going to figure it out. It's a whole mess.
I've heard to be careful
Oh.
of that inn.
Yeah, I mean, one rundown dump in Adelaide Skifter is the same as any other shiny hollow tin can. You know, it's all. You have to understand, I'm the most diplomatic guy that could find dissent. Let me just say that.
Fair enough. Well,
I-
there's
yeah,
always safety in numbers. Do you mind if I tag along and my friends as well? They're not quite. They don't quite understand the struggles we go through, but they're good people at heart.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Mariel?
I was gonna ask that. Do you guys know what happened to about the whole thing that happened with Minister Eclipsey?
I heard the name, something about she got minister napped. At the same time, they hit old one shiny, I should say.
Yeah. Do you know what who was they though? Because we haven't.
No, the knights are saying they don't know. And now they're trying to say, some of them are trying to be like, maybe you did it. And it's like, why would we kidnap somebody? Like, we're here to meet the guy. Why would we attack the guy? It doesn't make any friggin' sense.
I noticed the magic there was like elemental, like the guys up in the northwest. Would you know of any groups that would be interested in doing that, like Animos people?
I don't know.
Earthhold.
I don't know much about those Animos slobs. Wren, do you want to roll persuasion actually to see if you can convince them to tag along with them openly? Yes. All right. Well,
Sorry,
we're
is that for me? Persuasion?
Yeah. That's. Oh wait. Yeah.
I'm just
Okay.
backing
Yeah.
up, sorry.
Between the two of you, absolutely. Yeah, we're heading the same way anyway. Say, what's with the big guy? He kind of looks up at you, Temmerlinck.
I am.
He's friendly. He's
I am
friendly.
a friend of those. I am a friend of those who do good.
I see. Goody two shoes robot, eh?
Yeah,
We
he's just a
cannot
big,
help the
big-
way we are made.
Ain't that the truth, man? Ain't that the truth? So you guys walk with these interesting individuals for some distance till you reach uh, yes, here we go. You reach this place that stands out very starkly from the rest of Adelaide Skifta, well, specifically Length Luminat, which has this very tarnished, run-down, faded glamour kind of vibe. And this place stands out just like a sore thumb right in the middle of it. It's this white marble, gilded, ritzy, kind of that plastic Las Vegas club kind of vibe. It's got these multicolored rainbow water fountains, these big pools, and these big illusions of fireworks and forests and dancers. It's this pristine kind of white facade of pillars and marble, and
Who is bankrolling this?
it looks it's just exorbitantly expensive, even by Adelaide's
Yeah,
gift standards.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to these very obviously, not well-off goblins, and I'm like, who's bankrolling this like whole thing?
Oh, it's the city. Through proxies, they're putting us up here. They say it's the safest place. They say just to, I don't know, keep a civil tongue in your head or something.
What if the room's
For
this?
you.
Oh, what was that guy?
A quick question for you,
Yeah,
or
go
for
for
the
it.
goblins. For the goblins, I guess.
Okay, for the goblins, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're hired by the city, what's the deal with them? And I kind of gesture towards the Meyer guys.
Oh, well, there's one person who's kind of got the mouth foaming. That's Hammy, and I don't know what you're talking about, no Meyer infection. They let us in, you know what I'm saying? We're the diplomatic envoy. We got a legitimacy here. I don't know, you gonna call the guards? What are you, a cop?
Oh no, I tend to sympathize with Meyer infected. I just wanted to make sure that they were safe from the city.
Mariel is not going in. Just
You know, the guards on Length Luminat, they're pretty good at keeping to themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Understood.
There's a reason why we met here.
probably good enough.
At the front of the building are these bouncers in rich black mantles. They've got this kind of modest embroidery of white trim on it, but other than that, they're pretty plainly dressed, just in black. They're all tieflings, orcs, and Asimar.
Do any of the Asmar have wings?
No, Asimar don't have wings except in a special form.
Okay, cool.
Pick, how do you feel about all this?
A little bit quiet. I'm in the back observing, kind of keeping my head down. But I'm in agreement with the others of, hey, we need help.
I'll look around to see if I notice anything like out of the ordinary.
Oh gosh, no, you don't notice anything.
2 trees in a row. I'm gonna stick close to the group so I don't wander off and get
Yeah,
lost
Mariel,
again.
you're just like, oh, the fountain's so pretty.
All right.
That's about as far as it goes.
Is it okay if I roll perception and see what I observe?
Absolutely.
I've been actively looking at things.
No, totally. Oh, natural 20. Heck yeah.
And a half.
All right. Here we go. Let's go. So you look around at all of this kind of skin deep, glitzy, kind of white marble rainbow fountain glamour, and you recognize not only this, but specifically the toughs standing discreetly in front of the front door. Uh, those guys are dressed in the not so subtle, quote unquote, it's discreet, but everyone knows what it looks like, and they wear
That's the mafia,
they wear it
isn't
to
it?
make a point. Yeah, they're the mafia. House this is
Mob.
House Gielmier. I can't pronounce my own lore. No, one of the houses of artifice, one of the local like crime syndicates. Actually, the most powerful in Adelaide Skifta. They're called House Gielmier, and the black mantle trimmed with like white. That's 1000%, and no visible weapons, looking all casual. Like this is 1000%. These are mobsters. This is clearly a big joint for them. Like this is clearly, if not a headquarters, then a major outpost because it is this very expensive and definitely unsavory, it, sort of club basically.
Wow. Okay, I relay some of this to the group.
How do you do that without be like, hey, by the way, this is the mob? Like, would they hear us? Like,
He can
do we have a
whisper.
way to
Whispering's a free action. Whispering's borderline magic in D&D.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper.
The goblins don't even notice. So you guys follow the goblins up to the front door?
I mean, if
I
they're gonna
guess
let us
so.
in, maybe we should just take advantage of this opportunity and go sleep on the mob, because there was that eye symbol. We could find out if that was from them or someone just trying to, incorporate that imagery for to get people to look away.
Yes, and they might not be too pleased if somebody is appropriating their imagery.
That is a good point.
Can I use my ranger ability again to see if the person I saw, like the suspicious person, passed through here, and if so, how long ago?
They did pass through here, and not too long ago. They must have gone straight from the church to here.
Okay.
You catch a
I would
few like
relay that
red
as well.
fibers on like a sharp bit of like fancy statue, and it's like, oh, this is 1000% that human you saw in red robes.
Okay. I would relay that information in a whisper.
Okay, so everyone knows that. Bug Snellgratch the Goblin walks up with his kind of mangy party to the front door, and he's like, "Hey, they say they're gonna put us up here." Yes, we've been informed. Welcome to Ambrosia Bliss. Enjoy your time. And the one of the bouncers opens the door just wide enough for the goblins, and the goblins start walking through, and the kobold starts walking through. And as you guys start trying to walk through, the bouncer kind of steps in between. Excuse me, who are you?
We're with
I look
them.
like a goblin.
Oh yeah,
Can
yeah. You just slip right in. They just assume you're with the other goblins, so you're in. But the rest of you, he steps in the way. He's this ASMR with shaggy black hair that's got like this faint glitter of purple nebula in it.
Oh my gosh, she's pretty. We're with them. We're with them.
I appreciate the compliment, young lady, but
Oh wait, sorry, I must have said that out loud.
you're with them. And Bug, you already rolled persuasion. Yeah, they're with me. Come on in, just send them in. All right. They kind of hesitantly let you inside, kind of eyeballing you. The interior is this sprawling, bustling, like high society supper club vibe. It's got loads of rich people, the white marble and these beautiful gold gilded tables. There's crystal magic floating chandeliers. There's a magical band with a lounge singing, like a thri-kreen, like an insect woman lounge singer. They're like suspended in mid-air. There's a water genasi singer in a glittery golden dress singing with her, and as they're singing and playing these like magically suspended, some of the instruments are magically animated. There's like illusory petals dropping on the audience. There's all these gambling tables, so many gambling tables, and there is coming to greet you a four-legged golden slot machine automaton. He has humanoid arms and a small spherical head like an 8 ball on top of it's like something between an 8-ball and a fishbowl, and he's carrying a tray of drinks, and he's just a walking golden slot machine. And he kind of. Hello there, I'm Craig Rotha, and welcome to Ambrosia Bliss, and the first and excuse me, he did say first, the greatest night of your life.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, how old are you?
I'm 14.
Well, it's probably fine.
Oh my gosh. Now, am I? No, just to clarify, am I there?
They're monsters, right? That's not going to be the top concern.
What was that pick?
Did we make it through the door? I didn't quite catch that.
Yeah, sorry, you guys all got through the door because you befriended the goblins.
Okay, all right. So I hear this, and you can visibly see me snickering.
Just like, oh gosh.
Can I block this? We don't need Mariel drunk.
Yeah, you can step in between. Well, hello there, I'm Craig Rotha, and welcome to the best night of your life.
Hello. The young one doesn't need any drinks, thank you.
Of course, sure. I assume you're her mother?
Not exactly. She's an angel, I'm a goblin. That's not really how it works.
Yeah, it's complicated, eh? What's a mother, what's a father? It's a thing you do, not just what you are, eh? Hey, this automaton clocks you, Temmerlinck. Hang on.
I'm
Walked over.
examining this brother of a different flesh, let's say.
I never seen another one like. Are you like me?
I was wondering the same thing. Are you like me?
It seems we got something in common.
Aw.
I was built a long time ago and awoke fairly recently.
That is so weird. That's the same with me.
This is amazing. I did not know there were any others like me.
Neither did I. I thought I was a one-off accident. I'm a freaking slot machine, and I woke up one day and I was like, I feel fantastic. I'm alive.
I'm a gardener. My brothers, my fellow gardener automatons were made into war machines in the Great Titan War.
Oh.
And I am the only gardener left. And then more recently I awoke.
Wow, man, it is good to meet you. What was your name again?
My name is Temmerlinck. What did you say
Temmerlinck.
your name was?
Craig Rotha.
Crick Rotha.
Frank or Crick?
Craig. Kind of a weird one.
Craig.
It's technically the name of the game, the slot game on me, but you know, I'm Craig Rotha, you know?
So how do you play your game?
Well, 1 silver piece, you get to shake my hand, see if you get lucky, kid.
Oh, I don't have any money, but that's pretty cool.
Only 3 silver pieces, or 1 silver piece, excuse me. Only 1 silver piece. Any of you feeling lucky? How about you, Temmerlinck? Up at a brother?
I will refrain at this time, but maybe later.
That's fine, that's
I'll
fine.
try my luck.
No hard feelings. Anybody want any drinks? I got all kinds. I got ready Alfio Fialo, I got Crimson Coroner, I got Moonbeam, I got Phoenix Dream, I got some Blazing Bumblebee. That's all the way. It's all the way from the Kingdom of the Crucible, Burning Blooms, where they make that, you know.
You know about the Kingdom of the Crucible, Craig Rotha?
Oh, I hear all kinds of stories. You know, everybody talks to the barman and pours out their hearts. So I know all kinds of stuff. That's where the Queen of the Crucible rules. You know, she hates Adelaide Skifta. Adelaide Skifta hates her. You know, they're the big rivals, the successors of the big dragon and the big not dragon guy. Yeah.
Have you heard anything about Shiny here?
Shiny, old one Shiny? Yeah, I've heard of him. he comes in sometimes with the rich folks when they treat him, but ordinarily wouldn't have the money for an establishment like this.
Did you hear what happened to him?
Oh yeah, real shame, real shame. He got ice crystalled. Man, he must have done something to tick somebody off, right?
You know who would have ice crystalled him?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You never can tell in this city, right? There's a lot of people that don't like each other. It seems to be the running problem with the world. People just don't want to shake hands. One silver piece. All right. How about you want to guess how many fish are in my head? It's a fishbowl,
Oh, I would like to guess.
That's 5 copper pieces to guess how many fish.
Oh, ain't it? Okay, I thought this was a no entrance.
Hey, I gotta make an honest living.
I'd like to do some math.
All right. Roll.
How big is the fish
It's
bowl?
about the size of an ordinary, stereotypical goldfish bowl. It's pretty small.
So too small for a goldfish.
Correct. Well, for a healthy goldfish, yes.
Okay. And how many can I see just from one angle?
You would have to
Fly up to the top and look down.
Whoa! There she goes. It's pretty murky water. Go ahead and roll perception. All right,
Wow.
That is, yeah, you roll quite well. You can tell that there are 2 spotted fish.
That's all that's in the
You
entire
can see
bowl.
there are 2 spotted fish.
And I'm going to look from different angles too, just to make sure I'm only seeing 2, no matter what.
Remember,
angle I'm
5
looking at
copper
it.
pieces to guess. Anyone want to spot the nice young lady?
I'm trying to pick.
I will help.
Pick.
I got it. I'm
Oh, you should
5.
still
How
look
much?
to
5.
your peace sign.
That was 5. What?
Copper
5
pieces.
coppers.
Okay.
Copper.
How do I take my 84 silver pieces and create copper out of them? Hang on a second.
You're technically down 20 copper pieces, including the 15 from last session.
Oh, I already took the 15 off.
Okay, so actually, you would just get 5 copper. You deduct 1 silver, and you'd get 5 copper because it's a
Okay,
10,
got it.
the 1 to 10 ratio. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, right. Oh, I thought it was like one of these was stupid weird and like 6 or something.
I think that's Electrum, and nobody plays with it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, and nobody friggin' uses Electrum.
Okay, good.
All right, thank you very much. He kind of puts the coins in a little slot.
I hold up 2 fingers.
Oh, sorry, young lady. He turns the bowl, and now you see clearly there is only 1 spotted fish.
Oh, dang.
Only 1, but thank you for guessing.
Can someone else guess now?
Sure, if they want to try.
I do not want to try. Come on, let's get out of here.
We'll talk later if you talk away.
All right, you have a nice night, young lady. What a sweet family.
All right, I'm going to go up to the musicians.
Okay, they are busy playing.
I'm going to join them to see if I can get information while we're playing.
You just fly up into the stage show.
Yeah, I've got a lyre, so I'll just go in.
Roll performance.
Okay. I have proficiency with lyre. Let's see here. How can I do this? Performance.
Yes.
It's okay. It's a kid, right?
There's some people who
cute.
kind of like chuckle a little bit. One of the nice gentlemen in black mantles kind of floats up to you and kind of like ushers you off the stage.
Oh.
Thank you.
Worth
It's
a
not
shot.
interactive
Okay.
theater, but move along. So, what do you guys want to try to snoop around the place? What's your plan?
I have already started
the
stealthing and snooping, in fact. Was about to say something.
Oh yeah, the goblins are just ordering drinks right now. Go ahead and roll stealth if you want to. All right, you vanish from most eyes.
I wonder if Kai sees me.
Kai, you can
Hey!
Mariel does. Oh, and Kai, you clock like lock eyes. You like lock eyes.
Everything.
Okay, so you see me very deliberately clocking the room. Now, by the way, where did the term clocking come from? Because I only ever heard it in the context of D&D. Anyway.
I don't know.
Anyway. Yeah, so I'm wandering around the room. Is there anything that I see suspicious as I'm looking around? And for that matter,
Okay.
does Kai see anything suspicious?
Yeah, Kai, you with that roll. I mean, go ahead and roll perception as well, Pick. But
Oh, I thought you meant me. Ignore
no,
that.
no, you already got the nat 20 counts. I'm not gonna be like, oh well, you rolled again. Okay, well, you don't pick up more than a general vibe. A lot of rich people, probably some unsavory rich people. This is obviously a Guillemere House of Artifice den, and a pretty big one, pretty expensive one. You do notice that there are quite a few gentlemen and other individuals in those black mantles. Kai, you clock frickin' everything. All right, you see plenty of uh, rich individuals, a few notable political figures chilling at the tables. Oh, that's very interesting, Temmerlinck. Anyway, you see that the walls and like the shadows are just full of these black mantled enforcer types. Just
That makes sense because they'd be like, it's at they're on you at 6 o'clock. So okay, sorry, yeah, keep going.
you know, there is a staircase, which I think you probably noticed at least the staircase Pick, but there's a staircase going upstairs in the back.
We'll never guess where I'm headed.
And you can tell it is guarded. And Kai, with that level of roll, you spot that this is where some guests are retiring to. And it seems like even the goblins might be making their way in that direction soon. And you recall this was described as a kind of inn.
Would my ranger ability give me any indication as to if that's the direction Mr. Suspicious Man went?
Between that and your nat 20, you kind of like zone in, and for a minute, it's like the slow-mo black and white moment where you're the only one moving in real time, and as you just kind of zero in, and you realize you spot like this faint footprints, the faint kind of couple red strands on the wall, like, and you put it all together, and suddenly you're like, yeah, he did come through here. Like, you see the path he took through the crowd in your head, going up to those stairs that are guarded by enforcers.
Okay. That's probably where I'm gonna try to go then.
All right, you're not stealthing, right?
I'm gonna look at Pick. What's Pick doing right now?
I was attempting to see if there was a way up those stairs that wouldn't get me killed.
It's stealth, right?
Yes.
So,
they don't see you, Pick, but you would have to like squeeze between them to get up, and they would definitely notice that.
well, I have perception, so I can see what Pick's doing too. I won't really hide with that. So I'm going to distract them. I'm going to go up and engage them in conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually saw what I was doing, so yeah, if you want to try distracting them, I will gladly stealth up.
I'm going to come in.
I guess go ahead and roll persuasion or performance.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Do you have a room?
No, but I'd like to. I just think there's so much just joy in this building, and I really want to just have this little song I wrote, and I think you'd like
I
to
don't
hear
think
it.
that's necessary.
While this
Pick
is
up the
happening, do I get advantage because of the distraction to try to sneak by?
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth with advantage, and if you succeed, and it will be a high DC, you succeed.
Dang.
You manage to slip between like the legs of one of them, these big like tiefling and human enforcers, and up these white pristine marble steps as the enforcers try to shut down this impromptu concert, and some rich lady goes, "Oh, cute! They brought in an angel to play a lyre. They really do have everything here." So Pick,
Yes,
you sneak the stairs.
I did.
Upstairs are sort of a labyrinth of halls, very very equally, expensive white marble, gilded, priceless paintings on the walls, but it's much more subdued. There's not as much glitter and stuff. And you see doors with room numbers on them going down in various hallways. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna listen for anything unusual, like I'm
Okay,
just
roll
as I go
perception.
by. Let's see.
Ooh, 21. All right.
Jeez, I'm
You
getting
kinda
high rolls
Just
today.
with rolls.
I know you're on
Yeah.
fire. You kind of stop and listen, and there's some it's mostly silent up here. There's some vague hotel sounds, but like down one hallway, you hear like some voices like trying to argue in hushed tones, but they're not being hushed quite enough. You can just discern them, and you kind of creep towards it and put your ear to the door, and you can hear what sounds like three people in the room, uh, who are engaged in a rather intense conversation. Now listen, we're just gonna go through with it, all right? We've done everything we needed to do. I still think that we didn't need to make a move on the cleric. Why would they believe her? Listen, shut up. Would you just shut up? I can't stand you. Okay, listen, you can't talk to me. I'm in charge of this, all right? All right, I'm a Natine, all right? And we're doing this for Teagartha, all right? So we're gonna get justice on those Rhiannon scum once and for all. And we're doing it tonight, and we're doing the plan, and I don't want to hear any more back talk just because the two of you got cold feet. What do you do, Peck?
A part of me really wants to knock on the door with a card. Room service, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
You want fresh towels? Actually,
It's up to Peck.
How?
This is Peck's moral crisis.
All right. Well, I am in this moment standing in a hallway. I have just learned some words that I'm going to need you to write down because, dear me, I can't possibly remember all that. Okay. I'm on my own. Everyone else is downstairs. They're about to do something real bad. Do I have anything I can do? I mean, I'm so weak. I'm like this little weakling. I don't have anything I can do to track anyone.
You do have like the disguise kit, right? Because that's how you've been going. No.
I do have well, not only do I have a disguise kit, I have a disguise kit with proficiency in it. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to try to get my head chopped off. Okay. All right. I can't look like a goblin. But let's see if I can't pull off some deception. Like I don't want to like screw the whole party over.
So, do you knock on the door?
Yeah, this is gonna go real bad. All right.
Okay, you knock on the door.
Hey, the fire?
Yeah, I think I believe you're correct, yeah, with the linguistic stuff I'm playing with. Anyway, anyway. Who's it? There's like a sudden silence falls, and then you hear someone big and heavy come to
By the way,
door,
I have my hood all the way up. I am as in shadow as I possibly can be in this moment.
Do you want to so you're still stealth?
I am visible, but I have retracted my head into my hood. My head is down.
Right. You're anonymous.
Yeah.
The door opens like a crack, and you see this bloodshot eye in this face of this golden dragonborn in red robes, kind of peering out. Who are you?
There's a message for you downstairs.
Message from who?
I don't know. They just said go knock on this door and tell you there's a message.
Message. Well, who would be sending us a message? I don't know. It could be from her though. You're right. All right, I'm going. Okay. He comes out. Oh, actually, roll deception pick. Sorry, I should make you roll for that because that seems kind of all right.
It's believable, right? Like,
Well, let's see if he. Let's see.
He gave like it was like a
See
lie,
if he
right?
believes you or not. Ooh. Okay. Listen, little smart mouth. He kind of comes out into the hall and closes the door behind him. Who do you think you are? There ain't no friggin' message. Nobody's sending me a message at Ambrosia Bliss, and you don't freaking work here. What's this little shadowy man about? Eh? Who are you supposed to be?
I want to introduce you to somebody downstairs that might have a little bit more information for you about what's going on. But I can't do it on the up low. I got to do it on the down low, man.
Listen, Pipsqueak, I'm a Nakine. That means I'm descended from a powerful and ancient dragon. All right? I'm of noble birth. I've got fire, divine fire in my veins, little man. I don't know who you think you are, but I ain't got time for games. Who sent you?
Let's see, who do I not like right now?
It's a great question.
Okay.
My first, I was like, your mom.
Okay. All right. Let me unpack some of the lore. I really should be taking better notes here. Okay.
It's okay.
We know that these guys are more aligned with. Okay, what were the name of those factions? We were outside of the orphanage. They were fighting over whose god was the best.
Right. So you just went to a Church of Riona, the Star Child, because she is of astral origin. She's not popular in this city because this is a Teagarthan city, meaning they align with the teachings of the ancient giant, now petrified dragon Teagartha, and that those are opposed ideologies. I'd make you roll to recall more about.
Yeah, can I do a history check and see if there's any third
Go for it.
party that I might remember in that moment?
Go for it. Well, you've already heard your party members discussing the Queen of the Crucible, who uses elemental magic and is one of the sworn enemies, also of Adelaide Skifta of this Teagarthan city.
When they said her, maybe.
And you recall that as a third, potentially involved third party. What does strike you as peculiar is this gentleman is invoking a strong draconic kind of rhetoric.
Hey, that's actually a
But-
good point. Do I might need another perception roll for this. I don't know. I'm all over the place. Do I perceive it based on that? Does he seem like out of place, or like he shouldn't be part of this? I guess is the right way to phrase it.
Like he's just kind of a weird component here.
Like a
This is
hired
larger,
hand or
like-
something?
You could roll insight. You could also roll hit religion to try to see if
I'm gonna roll
the way
insight.
he's talking. Yeah, go ahead, roll insight. 15. Okay, so you get a very interesting vibe from this dude. This dude is one of those people that is so earnest and out of control, they make great tools. You know exactly how this, if someone who knows this guy knows how he's going to react in any situation. He never thinks he's wrong about anything. And he's exactly the kind of person who could do a lot of damage if somebody gave him the means.
Clearly. Okay. I'm trying to. Okay, what was the name of the third entity? You said it was the Queen of.
The Queen of the Crucible is the sworn enemy of Adelaide Skifta. The people who you're thinking of outside that church who were saying their god's the best, those are the Knights of the White Eye.
All right, we're gonna try one more time at deception, and then I'm gonna book it.
Good. Okay, go for it.
All right. Look, it's the Knights of the White Eye down there. I don't know what they want. I'm just the messenger. Leave me alone. All right, I'll try to. I'll try. Oh my God.
No.
Knights of the friggin' White Eye, like they could get into a club like this. Give me a break, Pipsqueak. Listen, he's gonna try to grapple you. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I need to roll a dexterity saving throw. This isn't gonna go. Oh, actually, it might go okay.
Get out of here.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
Slippery.
let's see.
You just water his deodorant.
Okay, that you evade. Where'd he go? Get back here. Do you want to roll stealth again to try to disappear from view?
Sure.
What the? Where'd he? Oh, crud. You hear him go inside. We've been blown. The cover's blown.
Okay. I'm not even going to attempt to recreate the amazingness of what you just did. So I'm going to. Hopefully, you'll let me carry that stealth roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll let you
yeah,
finish.
get back downstairs. I will catch up with the party and relay what just happened.
You walk in on this scene of Kai. You've been dragged into this, and Temmerlinck as well. Of these mobsters trying to explain to you that Mariel's not just allowed to play music wherever she wants in the club, and if she keeps doing this, they will throw her out.
I've been buttering up that old lady. Thought it was like
I
charming
thought it
for
was
some reason.
cute. Listen, we have a band.
Has anyone thrown money at me?
No. It's not that, this is much too ritzy a place for that. They're too rich to share. So,
Okay.
Kai, Mariel, Temmerlinck, what are your reactions to these revelations?
Kind of freaking out. Okay. So should we? You think Kai, you think the guy you're trailing isn't here anymore?
Kai, you do remember seeing that trail going up the stairs.
Yeah. I would say that I think he's one of the people in the room. I saw his trail leading upstairs, so chances are he was one of the people in the room.
Was he a human?
He was a human.
So it wasn't the guy you just talked to with the. He was in Origin. Let's see. Find it.
But there were two other people in the room with him, right? Pick, what were the...
Yeah.
Was one of the other two a human?
Would I have perceived that?
You did not. You could not tell. You only heard voices.
He didn't answer the door though when he opened it.
The dragon board, the golden dragon board, answered the door.
Did
He
I
only-
see anything else through the door?
No, he only opened it like just enough to admit himself. He was very, very defensive about it.
All right, I relay that.
So it sounds like her is that they referenced was the Queen of the Crucible, or is that probably too spurious of an idea to actually just like? Because we probably can't make it just the pronoun as a whole like big thing about Vince, but you're that connected with the elemental wasn't there before. Sometimes the plans some kind of terrorist attack, so maybe what we should do is camp out of this building and then like capture them when they come out. It's only like 3 guys.
Well, if Pig has tipped them off, they might not be sticking around here much longer.
They did say their cover is blown. We might want to
Should we
stake them out
warn-
and see where they go.
Okay,
Should
sorry.
we go...
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Yes, yet they did say their cover was blown, but will they now try to carry through with their plans before anybody tries to do anything against it, or will they huddle back into a circle
what
like
were
a
you
snail retreating into its shell?
What were you saying, Kai?
Just, should we go warn the knights?
that seems like a logical thing to do, actually. Even they already know the cover's blown, right? So I get the most connection to them. I mean, I can probably fly the fastest.
They might be able to be the best force to afford protection to the Rayonins, because they seem to be the target of the attack.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
this is a part of the town where the guards don't really seem to care. So they might not do anything at all.
Well, I guess it could be worth a shot. I mean, we had Sir Novus there helping us. Maybe if he talks to his boss.
What are the goblins doing right now, out of curiosity?
They appear to be going up to their room.
Okay.
Kai, your full cover is blown. Maybe you can get more information out of them.
Yeah, I'm still a goblin, so I'm gonna follow the other goblins and just try and blend in as they go upstairs.
Okay. Oh man, look at this richness. They walk into this like gorgeous suite with like these. It makes those like really fancy suite you had in that the stained glass look like a peasant's room. This is like a palace of glamour and excess. Everything that can be made of gold is made of gold. There's marble, there's statues, there's an indoor hot tub. It's set into the marble, into the ground, like into the floor. There is a beautiful like bedstead, well actually several with these like curtains that have these animated like illusions like screens so you can like go to sleep in different environments. Uh it's insanely ritzy, and the goblins immediately start unscrewing all of the knobs off the drawers because they're made of gold and putting them and stuffing their pockets. Quick, come on.
Fair enough.
One of them like nudges you. Come on, help yourself.
I'll do it just to blend in.
Okay. Wren, you gain 3 golden handles, we'll say.
Great, I'll add them right under the banana peels.
Fantastic. Yeah, one of them like Bug throws himself out on the like super huge bed. Man, this bed is bigger than my house. I think we made it. Boys and girls, I think we made it. Can you imagine if we actually smooth things over with the inkworms? Oh boy. I changed my whole mind about this town. This is paradise. What'd you say your name was again? He looks at you, Wren.
My name's Bug.
Hey, my name's Bug too. We'll call you Little Bug.
Fair enough. I suppose I did get here late.
Hey, Little Bug, try a bite of this pillow. It's incredible.
Little
A
bug
bite of
and
it. I always heard that they were for laying heads on, not for eating, but I suppose I've never seen one, so it's worth a shot.
I mean, it tastes pretty good to me. Why'd they leave it out if it wasn't hors d'oeuvres?
I'll take a bite of the pillow.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Fantastic. All right.
Yep.
Yeah.
It. You managed to swallow like it's like really soft downy feathers. You've ruined like this priceless silk pillow by biting into it with your teeth.
Not as bad as I thought it would be.
I know, right? It goes down smooth. Hey, let's get that big soup bowl going. They start turning on the knobs for the indoor hot tub. We're gonna make the biggest bowl of soup there's ever been. Oh, baby.
I don't know what to do in this situation. I kind of just watch.
Add food to the hot
Somebody
tub,
get a stone.
obviously.
I heard if you start with a stone, people will give you free food.
I'll
Use
add
the
my
banana
2 banana peels.
Perfect. Oh boy, we're eating good tonight. They start
I'll get
throwing
rid of
like random like pillow covers and like crumbs and worms and like pieces of dead rat from their pockets into the hot tub. This is gonna be the best. So, Kai, you're kind of at a loss at this point. Do you try to ask any questions, or do you just try to get out of the situation?
I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm hoping that since they're comfortable around me, they'll just start kind of talking. I'm especially going to be looking at the kobold. You said it was the kobold who's kind of leaking mire at this point?
Yeah, she takes her bandana off, and yeah, she's full on leaking like black miry foam from her mouth, just like chronically. She gets one of these beautiful towels, white, pristine, priceless towels, and just wipes it up, ruins the towel forever, throws it on the ground, immediately starts leaking black foam again. Hammy, stick your face in this pillow, it'll soak it up for a while.
Severe this kind of infection is? Like, is it only mild? Like, is their mind still intact?
Go ahead and roll me, I say perception, insight, medicine, or arcana, any of those, with advantage in this
Let's see.
context.
Okay. Is it? There we go.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, this is not a mire husk. This is a a seemingly fully sane person. This is a very mild mire infection. It looks to be just, as far as you can tell, the one symptom, which is the chronically leaking black foam, which mercifully does not seem actually contagious, just disgusting. But other than that, she seems fine.
Gathered, is she able to talk, or is it just...
It's pretty
No.
muffled.
Can she
That's a
write?
little bug. Oh. Sorry, what was that, Ren?
Would she be able to write?
You can ask her.
I kind of walk over and just like, are you able to write? I'd like to ask you something.
She nods. But
Okay,
she kind of. Do you have paper or anything?
in this absolute luxury of a room, I'd assume that they have pen and paper.
Yeah, there's stationery specific to the room. And a golden pen, which Bug gives up with some reluctance. All right. I'm letting you borrow it though, Hammy. First come, first serve. And she writes, "What's up?" In well, actually, wait. Do you speak Kobold or Goblin?
Oh, don't think so.
She writes something, and then she thinks for a second, and she writes extremely crookedly with like backwards K's and E's in common. Basically, what's up? Not that there are any K's in that, but or E's, but you know what I mean.
Well, I'm somewhat experienced in the field of mire, and I was curious, where exactly did this start? Like, what happened? You can give me just... I know writing, especially in a second or third language, isn't great, but just as much as you can, please tell me.
She just writes out in the wild.
Ah.
And she kind of adds on patrol with no A or O.
On patrol. Okay. Well, if there's anything that I can do to make this easier for you, let me know. We're
She
looking
gestures
for...
another towel to Ruin.
I hand her another towel to ruin. We're looking for a minister who may be able to cure you of your affliction. Minister Eclipsy. Do you happen to maybe have a clue on where she could be? Have you heard the name?
Bug from the bed goes, yeah, it's one of Shiny's friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard about her. The talk on the street is she was there the day Shiny kapoofed. So I don't know. Shiny was always too good, too good for the world. Always very trusting. I don't know where she went, but if she got poofed, I mean, either she's on the run or she got taken, It's a toss-up.
Points to she got taken, and I'm just trying to find her because she's helped people like us and people like our friend here, and...
Oh yeah, that was Bug talking. But yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Good. Just...
No,
yeah, she's helped.
Oh, someone who could help Hammy. And Bug kind of slides off. Hammy kind of raises her kobold equivalent of an eyebrow at you. And Bug kind of finally walks over to you. His spur on his boot that he didn't take off has ripped the bedspread. Someone who could help Hammy, and she disappeared. I can't say I've heard much. Where do you think she went? Like, what are your leads?
Some Tagarth and Extremis. Set to harm in some way Breonans.
I always knew the Knights were no good at inviting a diplomatic delegation, sure. It's a sugar-coated trap then, is it? We gotta get out of here. But you said you work for the Knights.
The more I learn, the less and less I am inclined to continue my service to them.
Yeah. Are these extremists just saying these guys are these the official deal? Are they coming down from the night architect with the fancy knights? Is that what it is?
We're not sure. We overheard
Uh,
one of my friends overheard their plan, something to harm the Rayonans in some way. And
of course. Because we like Riona, so they're gonna hurt the Rionans here. Oh, and then the deal falls through. Because the thing is, we're here to negotiate peace between Crown of Thieves and Adlai Skifta. Have the Inkworm Knights finally recognize us as a state, right? Instead of just acting like we're vagabonds and thieves and crooks and not letting us do squat.
it would make sense, yes.
So somebody wants to split us up, Yeah, somebody wants to knock it down. So we gotta make sure this deal goes through down at the church. Because tomorrow we were supposed to meet up with Shiny, because we know him and we trust him, right? Because we got our kobolds too, and he's an old one, to sign the deal, sign the treaty. So of course they want to knock down the Rionans around here so that the treaty don't get signed.
It appears as though someone doesn't want peace.
Yeah, there's
So I
always
would
some nasty son of a gun. Where'd you say your friends overheard these types? He cracks his knuckles.
They're nearby, closer than you would probably be comfortable with.
They all kind of like take a step back from any like surfaces, and one of them was actively tasting the bathwater, just like slowly lowers the ladle. You don't think it could be like poison, do you?
I'm not sure,
Would be
but
like them to poison the soup bowl.
if you're, I think it's best to operate with some caution.
We better get back downstairs because they know we're going to be in this room. We got to be in a crowd. They ain't gonna dare to do squat in the crowd. Come on, let's go. Hammy, tie up your bandana. We're out. Let's go. No, leave the sheets. You walk out of the thoroughly ransacked room, and if you follow them, they head back downstairs. Do you follow them?
They went back upstairs to where where Pick saw the
That's where their room was.
the
They're
other
heading
two,
back
right?
downstairs to like the main area with the drinks and the dance and the singing and everything. You're currently upstairs in the same area as the hotel rooms, in which one of which Pick overheard the conversation.
I want to see if I can just peek or like listen in to see if they're still in that room or if they've left.
You're
Just
able
kind
to
of,
use your tracking
yeah.
ability to find the room because the
Mhm.
trail of little bits of red string and disruptions in the dust that match the kind of foot size you find the door. You can hear like panicked movement. What do we do with the minister? Freaking Levi, if they know that's already out, we gotta go. We gotta hit it now or never. And you're like thudding and clamoring and clattering. All right, open the window. The window.
I'm gonna
What do you-
wait until the sound stops and then try and sneak into the room to see if they left the minister, which seems like she's in there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Yeah,
Nat
go
20.
try.
You slip into the room invisible. No one sees you. It is a very similar, beautiful suite, but not ransacked at all. There is a hot tub on one side of this one singular bed. It's it's like the cheapest room you could get at this expensive place. And then there's a bunch of crates of like wine crates on the opposite side of the bed, although you notice that many of them have been like overturned and there's wine bottles rolling just like free, like a big, like people left in a hurry. The window is open.
Okay, so no one else is in the room? Is the
uh
minister in here, is the question.
Roll me perception or investigation. 19. You see, like, you start to search the room, you open the bed curtains, and you see that there is an Asimar woman in the red and white clerical robes of the Wounded Moon, lying bound and unconscious on the bed.
Okay. So I'd like to kind of look around the room to see if there is anything to note, like of note, and I want to pick up the minister and leave.
Okay, the only thing you really note is the wine is blazing bumblebee. But everything else that could have potentially been like a lot of the stuff that was in here was just taken out really rapidly, and you can tell they rushed out onto like the roof basically.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to just pick up the minister and go downstairs. Would you say the stairs, like between the distance between me and the party is about 120 feet?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. In that case, when I pick up the minister, I want to cast fog clouds so no one sees me and
Okay.
just go back down the stairs back to the party and just say, we need to leave right now.
Okay. And you hear, yeah, that's actually where we're going to call the session.
Okay, well, we found her. Oh, awesome.
That was fun.
I hope
So
guys
am I
enjoyed-
reunited with Kai, by the way?
Yes.
Before we end
you
the
all
session,
yeah.
do I observe that her pouch is bigger? Just checking.
Roll perception. Kai, you can roll an opposing stealth if you want to try to hide that you stole some gold stuff from that room.
Nah, I won't.
Worth it.
Okay. You can tell, yeah, there's 3 sizable, peculiarly shaped objects in her
So
gold
proud.
pouch.
You'll never guess what I'm going to do next. Oh, dang. Oh,
Uh-oh.
why?
Kai, you can roll perception against that. Oh, you just roll. Well, yeah, you totally see. You catch him before he's even got his hand in the pouch.
Dang.
That's a little risk.
Yeah.
I'm holding the minister at this point, so I'm just
Yeah, you
like,
got Minister
I just
over
give you
one
a look.
shoulder.
Do I get them, or do you prevent me from getting them?
I won't prevent you. I have no emotional attachment to them.
All right, Pecky, you take 3 golden handles.
All right, and in its place, you get an old man crude flute.
Okay.
Oh, the hand carved flute that guy gave you.
Yep.
You bought.
Uh-huh.
And with that, we will end the session.
Yeah. So you now have a flute.
Plus, the stakes are higher apparently. We did rescue Eclipse thanks to Kai's quick thinking and the goblins and reconnaissance.
Yeah, you guys all kind of played a big role there. I hope you all have fun. I have fun. For the record, this like terroristy sounding thing was a planned hook like this entire time, and I thought you guys were gonna miss it, and it would have like events would have transpired differently if you weren't here. We'll see how they transpire. What remains to be seen. But it's very interesting because you did almost leave, and this all would have happened anyway. So yeah, it's very interesting to see where this goes next.
I don't know as if I was supposed to have made it up that staircase.
Yeah, you found a way. You guys found a way to get where you needed to get. There were a lot of alternate ways. You could have figured things out, and as usual, planned clues usually don't get caught. But you did do a really good job in unraveling the mystery at the tenement, actually, with old one shiny. Like, I was very proud of you guys. Anyway, thank you all so much for playing.
We could have done room service. Got your bumblebee stuff.
And
This is the god soup bowl.
you all stay awesome.
I was laughing so freaking
You
hard.
too.
Yeah, that was
Taking
fun.
apart, yeah. 5-star hotel room or whatever.
I'm glad that they you guys befriended the goblins because it was optional.
That was fun. All right, I'm hitting stop recording. Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, thank
Thank you
you.
for playing, everybody.
You all take
Thank
care,
you.
stay awesome, and have a lovely week. And hopefully see you in just a week.
All right, take care.
You too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take